All right, so we're here today with Alex, and Alex has been a patient of ours for about 4 months now. And we were just really remarking about all the great progress that she's made since she's been a patient. So she's going to go ahead and just talk a little bit about that. Tell us what brought you in and what experiences you've had at the office.
Okay, I've had endometriosis and ovarian cysts for a very long time, but for the past 6 years it's been what I call unbearable and not being able to live. Just day to day of chronic pain every single day, not having any energy, and just not being able to function as a person. And I've had 3 surgeries for endo, and I was basically told that there is no cure for you and this is just how it's going to be. And so my next step was to get on Lupron, which is a hormone shot that sends you into menopause. And they said if that doesn't work, then eventually I was going to have a hysterectomy, which is very scary. So
wow. And how old are you?
26. I just turned 26.
Okay. So are you ready to do that?
No. No,
okay.
Absolutely not.
All right. You already do have a couple children.
I do have 2 kids,
okay.
3 and 2, had them close together,
on
purpose in case I did have to have a hysterectomy.
Wow.
And basically, I've been in chronic pain every single day. And so if I have plans with a friend and I can't make it, that happens all the time. If I can't take care of my kids, I was having yeast infections every single month, and my insurance company was like, this is not normal, and we're going to stop covering your medication. So that was kind of frustrating. Just not being happy and not living, just surviving. And when I came on with the program, I went from surviving to actually living my life the way I want to be lived. And it's just been phenomenal. I won't cry on you, but...
You have made some really great progress. Talk a little bit about some of the things that we saw initially were, of course, you were having some really horrific periods.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about that.
10 days before my cycle started, I would start having these flu-like symptoms where like my bones would just hurt. And I would, throw up, I'd have nausea, cramping, and then once my period did hit, it was like I was fainting and hitting the floor. I was like just bleeding like all the time. And so 10 days before your period, and then when a whole week during your period, I just wasn't living. I wasn't able to function at all. And it was just like I was really desperate for some help, basically. And I was really shocked when I started the program here how soon I was able to feel better. Just after 4 weeks, I was getting energy back. My first cycle after the program was just phenomenal, and it's just been improving every day since then. Excellent.
So when you have a period now, it's not a 17-day event.
No.
In fact, tell us about, I think you came in last month and said, oh my gosh, this was the best period I've had.
Yeah, I didn't have anything leading up. It was just like, oh, I started, and like, that was kind of weird because usually I had, I was being beat up before then, and it just kind of happened, and then I just went on with my life. Nothing happened. I didn't have any flare-ups. Period was normal. I haven't had a normal period in years. I was able to go to the park with my kids and have fun and not be plagued with pain and nausea and yeast infections, and I actually haven't had a yeast infection since I started this program.
Excellent. So what's your husband think?
Yes, my husband loves it. I have more energy. Our sex life has vastly improved.
Which always makes a difference if you're actually not feeling horrible and having cramps and whatnot. You might want to actually engage in some activity.
Yeah,
okay,
so he's pretty happy about that.
Excellent.
He said, Dr. Lawrence, thank you.
So tell us about mood, because a lot of times when you have problems that are hormonal, like what you were experiencing, there's also a mood problem that comes with that. Can you talk about that?
I was very depressed, and I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of heart palpitations. Was tired all the time and just really irritable. And then once I started the program, my anxiety went down, my heart palpitations just went completely away. The depression lifted and the anxiety, and just having more energy as a whole just made me a happier person.
Excellent. If someone were suffering like yourself, bad periods,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression, bad energy,
Yeah.
pain that was chronic, lack of libido. If they had any of those female type of issues, what would you say to them about the program that we have?
You need to come here. Because you'll start feeling better immediately. I wish I had discovered this many years ago.
Who referred you here?
Jill Shoup.
Okay. Yeah, so Jill's actually, if you're watching this online, you can go back and find Jillian's video, and she had some similar problems, and I think you guys are both hairdressers.
Yes.
That's how you know each other.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
good.
how I know her.
Excellent. So you are a referral, Alex, and a lot of the patients
Yes.
that we have in the office are referrals because people get a great result and they tell their friends. So now you're going to be telling lots of other people who may have the same type of symptoms that you have, and I'm sure that your testimony will help somebody else to make that decision.
Yes, you need to come here. You'll feel better.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You know, Jill does photography too. She could do.